The story of the dog is, in many ways, our own story. It is a tale of a remarkable partnership, one that began thousands of years ago, long before the first cities were built, or the first fields were sown. Look into the eyes of any dog, and you are looking at a living piece of history. These creatures, in all their wonderful shapes and sizes, share a common ancestor, the ancient wolf. It is a connection that stretches back into the mists of the Ice Age, a time when our own human ancestors were living a very different life, one of survival against the odds. The world was a wilder, more challenging place, and it was in this world that the first steps towards this extraordinary friendship were taken. How this incredible bond first formed is a subject of much fascination. It likely wasn't a single event, but a slow, gradual process unfolding over many generations. Perhaps it started with a lone wolf, less fearful than its packmates, drawn to the warmth and light of a human campfire. It might have been scavenging for scraps of food left behind by the hunters. Over time, these early humans may have realized that these wolves with their keen senses could serve as excellent sentinels, warning them of approaching dangers, both animal and human. This mutual benefit was the seed from which one of the most successful partnerships in the natural world would grow. This evolving relationship was a turning point for both species. For humans, the wolves provided not just protection but also assistance in the hunt. Their superior sense of smell and stamina could help track and corner prey, making the hunt more successful and less dangerous for the human hunters. In return, the wolves received a reliable source of food and the relative safety of the human camp. This was not domestication as we know it today. It was a wild alliance, a pact between two highly intelligent social predators, each recognizing the advantages the other brought to the table. It was a slow dance of trust, built step by step around the flickering firelight of ancient encampments. Over countless centuries, this alliance deepened. Humans began to favor the wolves that were friendlier, more cooperative, and less aggressive. These were the individuals that were allowed to stay, to breed, and to pass on their desirable traits to their offspring. This was an early, perhaps unintentional form of selective breeding. The wolves, in turn, began to change. Their bodies and their behaviors started to diverge from their wild cousins. Snouts became shorter, tails began to curl, and their barks developed into a more complex form of communication. They were no longer just wolves, they were becoming something new. They were becoming dogs. As human society changed, so did our canine companions. When we transitioned from nomadic hunter-gatherers to settled farmers and herders, our needs changed, and we began to shape dogs for specific tasks. This was the dawn of the dog breed. We needed dogs to guard our livestock, so we bred large, powerful animals like the Mastiff. We needed dogs to help us herd sheep across vast landscapes, giving rise to the intelligent and energetic Border Collie. These were not pets in the modern sense, they were essential working partners. Their skills and attributes honed over generations to perform a specific job with incredible efficiency. Each breed was a living tool, perfectly adapted for its purpose. In English-speaking countries today, the variety of dog breeds is a testament to this long history of selective breeding, though their roles have often shifted from work to companionship. The Labrador Retriever, for instance, was originally bred to retrieve game for hunters in the cold waters of Newfoundland. Today, its gentle nature and intelligence make it one of the most popular family pets in the United Kingdom, the United States, and Australia. Similarly, the German Shepherd, first developed for herding sheep, is now renowned for its loyalty and trainability, serving as a police dog, a service animal, and a devoted family protector, its noble heritage still shining through. Other breeds have a history steeped in different kinds of work. The delightful Beagle, with its incredible sense of smell and mournful bay, was bred to hunt rabbits in packs. Its compact size and friendly disposition have made it a favorite in many homes. Then there is the Yorkshire Terrier, a tiny dog with a huge personality. It's hard to imagine now, but these little terriers were originally bred in the north of England to catch rats in clothing mills during the Industrial Revolution. Their journey from the noisy factory floor to the comfortable lap is a remarkable story of how a dog's purpose can be completely transformed by changing human lifestyles. And we must not forget the Poodle, a breed often associated with elaborate haircuts and show rings. Yet, its origins are as a hard-working water retriever in Germany, where its name, Poodle, comes from a term meaning to splash in water. Its dense, curly coat was not for show but to protect it from the cold water, and its intelligence made it exceptionally good at its job. From the powerful bulldog, once used in the cruel sport of bull baiting, to the sleek greyhound, the fastest dog on earth, bred for chasing swift prey, every breed tells a story. They are a living, breathing tapestry woven from our shared history, each thread representing a unique purpose and a special bond with humankind. To truly appreciate our dogs, we must look beyond their physical forms and attempt to understand the world from their perspective. A dog's world is one dominated by scent. Their sense of smell is quite simply extraordinary, estimated to be between 10,000 and 100,000 times more powerful than our own. When a dog sniffs the air or the ground, it is not just smelling, it is reading a complex story. It can tell who has been there, what they were feeling, and how long ago they passed by. This incredible olfactory ability is a direct link to their wolf ancestors, who used it to track prey, identify pack members, and avoid danger. It is the primary way they gather information about their environment. Dogs are also masters of observation and communication, though their language is one of body posture, tail wags, and ear positions. A wagging tail, for instance, does not always signify happiness. The height and speed of the wag convey a whole range of emotions, from excitement to nervousness. A low, slow wag can indicate insecurity, while a high, stiff, fast wag might be a sign of arousal or even a warning. They are constantly reading our own body language too. They can sense our moods, picking up on subtle changes in our posture, tone of voice, and even our scent. This ability to read us so well is a key reason why our bond with them feels so deep and intuitive. The intelligence of dogs is another area of endless fascination. While it varies between breeds, many dogs are capable of remarkable feats of problem-solving and learning. Breeds like the Border Collie and the Poodle are renowned for their ability to learn hundreds of words and commands, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of human language. This is not just simple mimicry, it is genuine cognitive ability. They can learn by association, such as connecting the sound of a lead with the joy of a walk. But they can also solve complex problems, like figuring out how to open a gate or retrieve a toy from a hard-to-reach place. Their intelligence is practical and social, perfectly suited to a life lived alongside humans. This intelligence is perhaps most evident in their capacity for emotion and empathy. Scientific studies have shown that when dogs interact with their owners, their brains release oxytocin, the same love hormone that facilitates bonding in humans. They can form deep, lasting attachments and have been observed showing signs of what we would call grief, joy, and jealousy. They are not just intelligent animals, they are sentient beings with rich emotional lives. Understanding this helps us to meet their needs not just for food and shelter, but also for companionship, mental stimulation, and affection. They thrive on being part of a social group, a pack, and for most pet dogs, their human family is their pack. Caring for a dog is a profound responsibility, but one that brings immeasurable rewards. The foundation of a dog's health begins with its diet. Like their ancestors, dogs are primarily carnivores, but their domestic evolution has allowed them to thrive on an omnivorous diet. A high-quality, balanced dog food is essential, providing the right mix of protein, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals they need for energy and growth. Fresh, clean water should always be available. How much a dog eats depends on its age, size, and activity level. A young, energetic puppy will require more calories than an older, more sedentary dog. Providing the right nutrition is one of the most fundamental acts of care we can offer. Beyond nutrition, physical exercise and mental stimulation are vital for a dog's well-being. A walk is so much more than just a bathroom break, it is a sensory adventure. It allows them to explore their world through scent, to engage their minds, and to burn off physical energy. A bored dog can become a destructive or anxious dog. Regular play, training sessions, and puzzle toys help to keep their intelligent minds active and engaged. Equally important is routine veterinary care. Regular checkups, vaccinations, and preventative treatments for parasites like fleas and worms are crucial for ensuring a long, healthy, and happy life, protecting them from preventable illnesses. The benefits of sharing our lives with a dog are truly remarkable. They offer unwavering companionship, a constant, loving presence that can alleviate feelings of loneliness and isolation. The simple act of stroking a dog has been shown to lower blood pressure and reduce stress. They encourage a more active lifestyle, getting us out of the house for walks and play, which benefits our own physical health. For children, growing up with a dog can teach valuable lessons about responsibility, empathy, and compassion. A dog does not judge, it simply loves. This unconditional acceptance is a powerful and life-affirming gift that they give to us freely, every single day. So, if you are considering bringing a dog into your life, think carefully about the commitment. It is a promise of care, of time, and of love for many years to come. But it is a promise that will be repaid 1,000 times over with loyalty, joy, and a bond unlike any other. Look into the world of dogs, perhaps at a local rescue center, where so many wonderful souls are waiting for a second chance at a loving home. To open your heart and your home to a dog is to continue an ancient story, a beautiful partnership between our two species. It is an invitation to experience one of the purest and most rewarding friendships nature has ever produced.